everyone. Welcome to our first Weekend Zone of 2018. I'm Britt Johnson, Matt Demecki, Chris Clark. How was your guys' New Year's this year?
It's fun.
It's a new year, just started.
Yeah.
So far,
like
so good.
Your voice gets deeper every time.
Yeah,
like,
because
it's a new year.
ready. Yeah.
He's
New
trying
year,
to
new
take,
me. Yeah.
trying to take that Allstate commercial job, aren't you? Okay, well, let's talk about some NBA because we love the NBA here at the Fumble. So Steven Jackson said that he smoked weed through his whole career and still had a hell of a career. Will lifting the ban affect performance in the NBA? And if not, do you guys think players will have a decent career if they did smoke while playing?
You know, there's a part that got left off that quote, but he said he had a legendary career. And that was when I was like, yeah, you definitely smoked every game in your career probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, obviously, smoking marijuana, it's either gonna have a positive effect on you or it's gonna have a negative effect. It's not gonna not do anything. Obviously, it's gonna do something to you.
But I think it'll have more of a negative effect depending on the person, because there's some people that will probably, overdo it and then not be able to play, or there are people who would do it and maybe Mr. Legendary Steven Jackson himself and have a, pretty successful career throughout his entire career. I think it should be. I think, I don't know if you remember, but there was a documentary or whatever that Al Harrington did as far as, medical marijuana. For that, in that instance, I feel like, it should be. But I don't see why not. I mean, we have more positive than negative in
I'm gonna play devil's advocate real quick.
Do.
So, you know how players come out of college, they're 18, 19 years old, they're really young kids. Don't you think if they lift the marijuana ban, these kids are gonna abuse it and then possibly impact their career?
But you're saying that every kid coming out of college is a pothead.
No, I'm just saying
you don't know that people want to smoke. Weed is legal in the state of California.
No, it is.
We all live here. I do not smoke weed.
Neither do I.
Neither do I. Sorry. Neither do I. My bad.
His mama's watching.
My bad, mama. I'm sorry.
Neither do I.
But I don't think every player will. And we're forgetting the reason to take the ban off is for medical purposes. Yes. So a lot of these times when people are smoking medical, it might be miracle weed, medical marijuana, it doesn't have the same chemicals that maybe you, when you're smoking with your homies, does. It just has the benefits of relaxing. They take out whatever it's called, the HTC, whatever it's called. It's called something, but there's a part in it that doesn't make you get high, that you can remove from the weed in order to just benefit you when you're trying to heal from an injury or whatever after the game. So I think if they release the ban, they're going to have some stipulations to it, you can only do this, or it's going to have to get approved by your doctor, that's the team doctor, whatever it is. But and it's weird too because some states don't allow you to smoke yet. So what about the players in those states? Are they going to be allowed to do it, or you know what I mean? So there's so many different things they got to think of before they even decide to lift it.
Yeah, and that's a good point. And also, Steven Jackson said that he did it post game. Usually, he does it when he goes back to his hotel room or when he was going home if they had a home game. But that's the thing. What if players are just you know what? I'm using it post game. Might as well use it pre game too. I'm
I know tons of players that smoke. I'm sorry, I do.
I'm sure. That's what I'm saying.
In NBA's rules right now, they can get tested only 4 times during the season. If they get those 4 tests early on in the season, the whole rest of the season they all smoke.
They can go crazy.
Playoffs, if they make it to the playoffs, they can only get tested once. After that, they can smoke the whole time. You guys remember Golden State Warriors locker room smelled like weed last season, and that's because most of the players already got tested, so they're allowed to smoke at that time, or they're not allowed, but they can't get tested again.
My thing is, I want to hear somebody like we heard Al Harrington, we heard Steven Jackson. They were great players, but I want to hear like a Gilbert Arenas coming out and admitting that he smoked weed, or like a Kobe coming out and saying that he smoked weed. And I feel like that would be something that would fast forward the process with something like that, because we're getting these players that Steven Jackson, you didn't have to tell us that. We kind of figured that out. You know what I mean? So,
Steve Kerr is always advocating for it, so I'm pretty sure he's did it for his back.
And I think the players are going to do what they're going to do to affect their career or not. I mean, drinking's legal, and players party the night before games. There's, Aaron Rodgers, when he was with Olivia Munn, I remember he said that he doesn't have sex the night before a game or the day of a game or something like that. Some players do that. It's kind of like it's at your own discretion. If you want to F up your career, go right ahead and do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they think that they're going to get themselves that high to where they can't function when they're playing, then that's going to be their own problem, you know? But I think the benefits of marijuana, I don't use it myself, but I do think the benefits of what it can help for the players, I think outweighs, a couple idiots that want to mess up their career by overdoing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've always said, like, God forbid, if anything like that, like terminally ill or something like that comes up, I always said that, I would look into that before looking into like medication and stuff like that. I would look into, marijuana and stuff like that, because you've heard good results, and you've heard better results as in like pain wise and like relaxation and stuff like that from people who would
they
switch
get addicted to these prescription drugs.
Yep. Yeah. Even when they're healed or whatever.
And that's why technically I believe it's not legal everywhere, is because we don't have a way to like monitor it the way they do prescription drugs, and prescription drugs is $1 billion business and they run all the politics, and that's how it goes. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it was just the young player concern for me, because that's the new face of the NBA. These kids are coming out of college, they're gonna think that, I'm still in that college lifestyle, but I'm a pro. I have money now, so that's the only concern for me. Yeah, that's it.
That's a personal problem, I feel like, for them.
Yeah.
That's a choice they make. Well, let's move on to some NFL. Because it is playoffs officially. They started today. We have some picks that we need to make for this wild card round this weekend. First, we have the Titans and Chiefs. Who do you guys pick and why?
I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs. The Titans barely made it in the playoffs. Their defense is not that great. No. Marcus Mariota, I don't believe in him, so I'll take Alex Smith over Marcus Mariota any day. Yeah. And their offense too is a lot better. I just say AFC, so blech. I'm gonna go with Chiefs because they're the better seed. Both AFC games are it's trash.
I actually think this will be a pretty decent game, just because quarterback-wise, you're going to see two super mobile quarterbacks and see how they, play against each other. Titans obviously found out that Darren McFadden is not. DeMarco Murray's not going to be playing on the team. So he averaged he had 659 yards, but I think that little bit is going to be the difference. Obviously, I get you,
but it also depends on which Marcus Mariota we get.
True.
So we get a lot of bad ones.
I think the Chiefs are going to win. I think the Chiefs are going to win. Next one, Falcons and the Rams, which I will be at that game, and he will be at that game.
Not together. I hate the Falcons.
I think I'm going to go with the Falcons. I'm going to take experience over Jared Goff and Sean McVay.
You have to say that. Mr. Eagles fan, you have to say that.
It helps him out in the long run.
I'm saying Falcons had a good home win against the Panthers. I think that's going to carry on in the playoffs. Honestly, I think they're going to win a close game.
Speaking of home things, the Rams don't have home field advantage technically, because they're 4-4 this year.
They're going to go to Minnesota if they win.
For this game. So playing at home doesn't really mean anything for the Rams. Who's your pick?
Well, I want to say thank you, Falcons, for giving us the division, because we blew it against Tampa Bay. But I still want to see I never want to see the Falcons win. So I got to go with the Rams. The Rams are home. Unbiased, the Rams are home. They've been playing really well at home. Don't trust Matt Ryan outside of a dome, to be quite honest.
You trust Jared Goff?
It's his home field over Matt Ryan.
But he's been 4-4 at home this year. They've actually been better on the road.
Yeah, but what's the stat on Matt Ryan outside of a dome? Not that great.
We're playing in sunny
Los
California.
Angeles.
That's fine. It's supposed to rain.
No, it's not.
I just don't want the Falcons to win. All right, next game.
Okay, so I actually am going with the Rams as well, just because their offense is so explosive. And I know we have Matt Ryan, who's, MVP last year, but we have Todd Gurley, who's a potential MVP for this year. So I'm going Rams on that one. And my best friend cheers for the Rams, so I want her to win. So.
My best friend cheers for
Ariel. Bills versus Jags.
Another snoozer, but I'm going to take Jags in this snoozer. They're going to blow them out.
Yeah, it hurts so bad. Because we talk about it. I've been cheering for Tyrod Taylor because of the crap that he had to go through this entire season. Glad to see him make the playoffs. I want them to win because just to keep sticking it to the coach, but honestly, I think the Jaguars are probably gonna win that game.
Yeah, I honestly want the Bills to win. They haven't been. It's been 19 seasons since they've been to the playoffs. So I would love for them to have a playoff win. Since my Cowboys can't get a playoff win.
No, Jags need some love too.
I think the Jags are gonna win this one. Finally, Panthers versus Saints. Now this is gonna be a great game. Who do you guys have winning?
I'm gonna have to say Saints and a last-second field goal win in the Dome.
Ooh.
I think that's going to happen.
I'm saying Saints. I'm saying we're in the
He
dome.
is a Saints fan.
That facts, but we're also in the dome. We play really well in the dome, especially in the playoffs. I feel really confident with our running game. I mean, their defense has been great. I understand Panthers, but at the same time, I feel like just because we're in the dome, I feel like we got this.
Cam
Well,
has no
it's
receivers
interesting
either.
because
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing with this
It'll be a good
matchup,
game,
Panthers and Saints are number 4 and 5 on their rushing offense, but their freaking passing offense is what really kills it because Saints are like number 5 and Panthers are number 28. So I think that's going to be the big difference there. Yeah. And Saints have already won twice against the Panthers this season, so maybe this third time is a charm.
Yep,
we'll see.
Feeling
It's
good.
gonna be
I'm feeling good.
It is hard to win 3 games though.
Yeah.
It is hard to do that, but maybe it's going to happen.
Saints
this game.
last second.
Feeling good. Who that?
Okay, so we actually have to get to the game. We got stuff to do. You're going to be watching on TV.
Oh,
I hope
yeah.
you
Go Rams,
That's
baby.
good. We will see you guys next weekend. Thanks for tuning in.